Hi, my name is Azar. I'm a postdoc from Blueview Research Institute. The topic of my research is direct and indirect role of exercise on employment for individuals with disabilities. In our lab, we focus on research and knowledge translation activities for the social inclusion and promoting employment for youth with disabilities. And this topic aligns well with the core values of our research lab. What is known about this topic is employment is more challenging for this population, and their health conditions would add more barriers to challenges of employment. Also, we know that exercise has so many benefits in different aspects of one's life with or without disabilities. And it's well known that exercise has a link with employment and earnings in general populations, but it's unclear that how that link works in this population. So, considering the higher rate of unemployment for people with disabilities, it's really significant to explore any potential strategy that may increase the chance of employment. In a scoping review, we examined 23 studies that met the inclusion criteria. And so basically, they examined a direct or indirect link between exercise, sport activities, or recreational activities with employment and work-related outcomes. For example, participation in wheelchair sports for athletes with spinal cord injuries lowered their mobility limitations and increased their employment rate 2.4 times more likely in comparison with non-athletes with the same injuries. Or youth with disabilities improve their self-perceived work competence as a result of engagement in vocational programs covering exercise. Also, we found evidence in 16 studies that examined health-related outcomes as a result of participation in recreational activities or sport or exercise. For example, participation in different exercise modalities improved self-care skills, or transportation independently, or social functioning, and also physical fitness as a result of doing exercise, increased strength or muscle endurance, specifically in upper extremity and hands. And this is a strength of upper extremity is one major factor in physically demanding job. And for psychological well-being, participation in different exercise modalities improved self-efficacy, sense of accomplishment, and sense of belonging in participants. Through supportive evidence in literature, we discussed that all these outcomes can indirectly translate to better performance at work, more productivity, and self-perceived work competence. So with this scoping review, we answered the research question of this study and found that exercise has a positive role on employment and work-related outcomes. And based on our results, we suggested that sport and exercise can be considered in greater extent than in the past in programs that facilitate employment for this population. Also, our result can assist clinicians and vocational program practitioners to develop and modify programs that go beyond social skills and encourage this population to actively engage in sport and exercise modalities. Thank you.